Well, we're actually going to finish this week and head into the weekend with some of the warmer days we've had in a while. That's not to be forgotten. And a little rain before as we get from Friday into Saturday, and then, well, of course, all eyes are what's going to happen into next week. The WDSU first warning weather alert days that are already up. The facts to where they are right now. The cold will begin on Sunday. So don't be caught off guard from a 70-degree day on Saturday to where we're going to go on Sunday. A huge swing. We did that before with this first chill, remember? Extreme cold then will last Monday into Wednesday, so from Sunday we get even colder, and that's going to last for 3 days. But you got to combine the strong winds too. We're going to have brutal wind chills, maybe some feeling like single digits. We've had cold advisories before. We could have extreme cold warnings. First time we've ever had them. They're new alerts. North Shore, you're most at risk for your pipes to freeze. 20 degrees a magic mark, I'll explain. Still have uncertainty though about that wintry precipitation. We stand to 40s and 50s. Bogalusa is almost into the 30s. Let's go right into the forecast overnight tomorrow morning. North Shore chill 30s. We're into the 40s to start off Friday morning. Sunshine to begin. Clouds will build in late. Chance of some evening showers. Now this forecast has come back round to say as we go into Saturday morning, a chance of a thunderstorm or heavier shower. So that's going to be an impact day. The threat for some locally heavy rain, but it's brief and we shouldn't really have a flood risk at all. But we could have some heavy rain quick and then hoping to get a little bit of sun. Temperatures into Friday as the clouds increase still up to about 65. Let's go 64, 65, 66. A little bit above the average at 62. Then into Saturday, if we get a little bit more sun, we might even do better than that. But right now 69, 70, 71. A mild day, but again, a huge swing will come the very next day as the first round of the colder air will be realized by as soon as Sunday. We're talking temperatures during the day only into the 40s and a strong northerly wind too. Then even colder air drops into Monday, and that's the first day we're at risk of some frozen pipes into the North Shore. We're looking as cold as 22, maybe 20 to 19 as we cross the Mississippi border. 20 degrees the magic mark. I looked at some engineering studies that have been done, and specifically for the southern region where our homes are built the way they are. 20 degrees marks that you're below freezing well enough for a long enough period of time. That's the point. If you see 20-degree air temp in your forecast, you're at risk and you're at danger. So that's likely to the North Shore, but I'm not seeing much for the South Shore. Still to be prepared is still the best, right? 29 here in New Orleans officially would be the first freeze. We've only gone as low as 33, but combine the winds, we're feeling like 12, 13, 18. Tuesday morning, just as cold as Monday morning, 22 to about 29 from North Shore, New Orleans, and wind chills into the teens. Look at Wednesday morning. This is the 19, 20 degree mark to Hammond, to Meade, to Bogalusa, to Franklinton, maybe even Madisonville, to Covington. You're at risk of those frozen pipes coming into Friday or Wednesday. That could be the coldest morning and wind chills down there too. So that's the cold that we're certain we know for sure. But let's cover what we're not so certain of. And that's going to be the precipitation. Last couple of forecasts from the United States, this one didn't have anything for about the last 3 forecasts. Forecast out of Europe's been pretty consistent. It's been showing more snow lately. Forecast that just came in this afternoon over the U.S. shows that we had at least some snow potential, picked back up from showing nothing, but then it shows this dreaded mixed precipitation. What are we talking about here? So in the winter season, when we get cold enough air, everything forms as snow in the cloud. If we get that to hit a warm layer of air, it's going to melt into raindrops here, what happens. But the freezing rain, that's the most misunderstood precipitation type. That's where it freezes up into ice. The raindrop, as it melts, doesn't have enough time to refreeze, so it hits the ground where it's below freezing in a sheet of ice. Terrible. If it does have enough time to refreeze, it comes into that sleet, ice pellet, and of course snow would be snow. So that's the mixed precipitation we are talking about. But the thing is, these forecasts are coming up from our forecasts that come out about 4 times a day. The forecasts that are a little bit better, that have several different forecasts run, the ensemble forecast, been consistent to show that it's more mixed precipitation, not all just snow. So the thing is, we're still a little bit uncertain even if we're going to get the precipitation at all, because there's been wavering back and forth in the forecast. So low chances right now, but what we're looking at and what we're certain of is the cold for sure. We'll keep you on track as the forecast data continue to trend closer to each other by Tuesday.